And let me touch on that real quick. I just realized I didn't answer your last part of your question about resources. And I think a few things, and I think Scott and Ty can speak to this too. The I love trusting God by I love trusting God, but I love but I love the book Trusting God by Jerry Bridges. I think he does just a great job of helping us understand the complexity of God's sovereignty and His goodness combined with the difficulties of life. And so I think that's really good. So that's a good resource for people. Another one would be when people are big and God is small. That's another a good one. And what about you guys? What would be some recommendations? And then we'll talk about
the good
parenting.
news is, if you'd asked this question 30 years ago, there wasn't very much out there. There was maybe, Jay Adams had written a handful of books. Otherwise, you'd have to go back to the reformers. Today, there's hundreds, and you're just wanting a few. So here's a couple, and I think especially as it kind of an introduction to some of the things that we're talking about, but would be, in my opinion, the best book that's out there right now. And just kind of an overview of biblical counseling. It's Instruments in a Redeemer's Hands, Paul Tripp. How People Change, another Paul Tripp book. Those would be. And then, if you're looking for just theological foundations for what we're talking about here, A Theology of Biblical Counseling by Heath, Lambert. Excellent book. And all of these, none of these are textbooks. They're all fairly easy to read. What I love about A Theology of Biblical Counseling is it's theologically really good, but he uses case studies to illustrate the doctrine, and so it just he puts it on the shelf that most of us can read.
What's been helpful to you?
You guys stole my answers. The one that I was going to bring up specifically was Heath Lambert's Theology of Biblical Counseling. It deals with the headier aspects in a very simple way. It's a bigger read, but it was probably one of the most helpful for me in framing everything out in a more systematic way. How people change. There's another one by Jerry Bridges that I appreciated. I think it was called Respectable Sins. That was helpful.
Yeah.
Yes. Jerry Bridges is very to the point.
Well, and then coming back to